What's up, chat? What's up, chat? Just yo, what's up, bro? Man, it's been too long, bro. How you been? And thank you for pulling up today. I haven't streamed in forever, but just testing out some branded things. Yeah, I know. Yeah, bro. It's been such a long time. I can't even remember the last time. Um, that I seen you at like the local or something, bro. The Marvel vs. Capcom local. Yeah. I haven't played Marvel, or at least like at a tournament in like fucking years, bro. The last time I went to a tournament, uh, shit, bro, was Evil like 2023. I didn't go 2024. Yeah, I didn't go 2024. I might add Branded in White because I'm not playing Branded in White right now. But yeah, bro, we're streaming. Yeah, bro, shit, man. That's that's it. Like I haven't been playing like competitive fighting games in such a long time since like Yu-Gi-Oh really took over. Obviously, like I stepped in a different direction when it comes to like the type of content that I'm making. Um, which effectively has been working out for me, but it is definitely a step in the different direction in terms of like what I'm doing now, right? Because I was doing like fighting game stuff, and I think that I got really complacent, and unfortunately, it just wasn't the right step for me. Yeah, bro, I appreciate it. Thank you for even pulling up, bro. Of course. How can I ever remember, bro? Or forget? Excuse me. How can I ever fucking forget? Yeah, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you. On the way to 6,000, subscribers. I just hit like 5K on TikTok, so like I think over like 10K followers like all around. So yeah, bro. The goal of this year for YouTube at least is to hit like 6,000 subscribers. So hopefully we get there. But yeah, thank you for the kind words, bro. I never forget the day ones. Who I mean, you didn't come up too often at the local, but you did show up from time to time. So I definitely get it, bro. The Harambles. I don't get the joke, bro. I don't get the joke. But today, there's a couple things I really want to talk about. This card specifically. All right, hold up. But let's get to Yu-Gi-Oh. This card specifically. Hold up. I'm going through my deck. So I definitely think that there's a lot of discussion to be had about the fallen and the virtuous. I think that. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. I think there's a lot of discussion to be had about this card. I think branded players overall are obviously excited to play a new card for the branded strategy, given there's so much support for the fucking deck, right? There's you have to play like 40 cards just of engine just to play the deck, but I do want to talk about the fallen and the virtuous, just so we get a little discussion going, because I think it's important to talk about it. But there we go. I want to be able to see the chat. Let me pull it up. I can see this done too. Yeah, like obviously people are like inherently excited for it, so I just think that it is crazy. Like people are like, yo, I did this profile for like branded, and people are upset that I'm just like playing one, um, just one of the new card, and I just think that's insane. Um, I definitely think that it's a card that I will agree and say that you should be playing, but I don't think that it's a deck that or a card that you absolutely have to play, right? Um, I don't think it's a card that you absolutely have to play at 3, and I think that's like the big argument. And I definitely wanted to make somewhat of a discussion on this part. This is my somewhat deck list. I don't know why I have 3 different arts here. I'm trying to get the QCR of this, man. But I was playing at yesterday's local. I ended up getting clapped up, right? I ended up playing for the most part this build. This build, oh, except fusion duplication. Let me see. Yeah, this is and then minus one of this, and then minus one of that. So yesterday I was playing 48 cards. Yeah, everything else is pretty standard. Yeah, extra deck. Yeah, I played 2 Granganol. Yeah, so overall this was the deck. You know what? Let me. How do I change the name of the stream? Can I change the name? Does anyone know how to change the name? Like, let's talk about branded, you know? That's what I want to do, chat. But let me ask you this, okay, chat? I'm going to put a question in the chat. Should you play 3 of the Fallen and the Virtuous in branded? Alright, guys, let me ask you that. Let me ask you that question. Wait, how do I give... What? How do I go back to the chat? There we go. I don't know. Maybe it worked. Maybe it didn't. But I just think that it's crazy that people are like wanting to play that. Maybe going second, but probably, yeah. Like I agree, right? Let's talk about the deck. Oh, and I wasn't playing Thrust. Yeah, I think this is the build. I was playing 45 then. Wait. Because I wasn't playing Branded and White. Oh, and I'm playing Fua. Fua should be in here. And Ash. Ash is not in here. Okay. And then Ash. Yeah. And then we're playing 3 Ash. So we're playing 51 cards yesterday. Okay. So for the most part, or not even for the most part, this was the build that I ended up taking to locals yesterday. I ended up getting clapped up. I don't think that this is a bad build. I don't think that at all. What I do think, though, is that there is much to be desired with this card, the Fallen and the Virtuous. I understand that there is a lot of fans for this deck, Branded Despia. I've been a fan, and I think that I even got my stardom, or I got a lot of popularity or a lot of viewers when I first started making content in terms of like Branded, because Branded really took my channel off. It really started bringing a lot of viewership, and then from there I started making just like other types of content, right, for the other decks that I played. And even then, right, like for the most part, the build hasn't really changed. You did add like Rimbrum and then I think Sanctifier, but for the most part, and like it's relatively the same. Obviously, we got some new additions with the Virtuous card, the Fallen and the Virtuous, which does bring a lot of pushes through hand traps. Yo, what's up, Rich? What do you think of cutting the Frightfur edge and maybe slap the Fusion Deployment? Oh, Fusion Deployment isn't in here. I'm so stupid. Damn, man. Yeah, no, of course we're playing Fusion Deployment. Of course we're playing Fusion Deployment. I am so sorry. I didn't even see that. And I play the old art. What else am I missing? Branded best deck? I think it's really fun. I think Branded is a really fucking fun deck. I now have to go through my deck just to make sure that I have all the right cards. Oh, is Retribution in here? Yeah, Retribution is in there. Yeah, no, I was playing Fusion to Point. Is McCurrier in there? Yeah, McCurrier's in there. I think for the most part. Oh wait, Kit isn't in here. Yeah, Kit isn't in here. Is it Kitt? Oh shit. Springen's Kits. Yeah, so there we go. There, you're playing Branded. Yeah, I'm playing Branded right now. How do I hide my chat, bro? How do I hide my chat? But the question, answer your question, bro. She played 3 of in the Fallen. How do I make this smaller? I don't know. That's a great question, but I want to talk about this card, the Branded and the Virtuous. So, obviously, Branded players all over the world have been really excited for the new card, the Fallen and the Virtuous, and I have been excited. But this is the build that I ended up taking to locals yesterday, and I got mollywopped. Right now, that's not the deck's fault nor anyone's fault. Oh, let me hold on. Before I continue to talk, let me put my camera right. Okay, so because we're gonna end up making this into a full video, but I really want to talk about this card, the Fallen and the Virtuous. So this is the deck list that I ended up taking to locals yesterday. I had a lot of fun with it. A lot of stuff I learned, how I felt like about the patchwork engine, maybe playing Branded and White, maybe playing more hand traps, less hand traps. But that is not today's discussion. Today I wanted to talk about the new Branded card, the Fallen and the Virtuous, one that everyone has been extremely excited for. Now, I made a couple of videos, and there's a lot of feedback on the Fallen and the Virtuous, how I'm only playing one. And the Grass is Greener is a good card, but I don't want to play. I don't like those types of decks that you have to gamble. I don't like to gamble like that. So I like something more consistent. But the Fallen and the Virtuous is an extremely powerful card that came out in the new structure deck. And it's a quick play, branded, or dogmatic card, and it's always treated as such. Has 2 effects. The one that I really want to be the focal point of today's discussion is the first effect: send 1 monster that mentions the Fallen of Albaz from your deck, from your extra deck to the graveyard, then target 1 face-up card on the field, then destroy it. So the first part being cost, and the second part being the effect. And then the second effect, we'll read it anyways, but it has no relevancy here. If you have an Ecclesia monster in the field or in graveyard, target 1 monster in the graveyard. In either graveyard, special summon it to your side of the field, which is an extremely powerful card. But I really don't like that part of the effect, because I think playing Ecclesia cards, like the Ecclesia that summons the Fallen of Albaz from the extra deck, it's not that great. And playing an extra card or an extra brick just to play this card or to get that second effect, not the best either, in my opinion. Now, I see all over the place that people are extremely excited of playing this card and are playing this card at 3. I recently released a video, a short, just doing a deck profile on the Branded Despia build that I ended up playing, which is this build right in front of you. And people were, why are you only playing one of the Fallen and the Virtuous? I've seen other videos just praising this card. It's the card that Branded needed, and no disrespect to them, right? Everyone has their own opinion. I think that every player has their own style, and everyone sees things differently. And today's video, I really wanted to talk about the Fallen and the Virtuous. So, why I am playing it at 1. Now, I think one of the glaring weaknesses with the deck has always been the same thing. 2 reasons. Can you fuse? And did Branded Fusion resolve? Right? Which it's kind of the same thing, right? Because Branded Fusion and Can you fuse? Now, Can you fuse is an easier thing to tackle, because you could put a lot of cards in your deck that allow you to fuse. For example, the Frightfur package, right? 3 Patchwork, 2 Poly, 2 Edge and Chain. You could even be a little bit more crazy, and you could add more Poly and Edge and Chain to make this much more consistent. Because there's going to be times where maybe you open 2 Edge and Chain, 1 Patchwork, and then you got two polys in your deck if you're playing this ratio, which is I think the more popular one. Thus, patchwork is literally a brick. So that's why you play multiple to stop bricking, right? Because the odds of you opening all three versus opening two is a lot less likely. Now that does solve the initial problem of fusion, and when the with the introduction of Blazing Cartesia, also solves the issue of fusioning. You got branded in white as well. That push the ability to fuse. Now, depending on your build with like super polymerization, which I personally think is a card that you do have to play in this deck, considering that today's matchups, Yummy, K9, and other decks, I do think that you have to play super poly. So you always have like ways to polymer to fuse, and but I do think that is a very important aspect of the deck for obvious reasons, being a fusion deck. Oh, and not to mention you got fusion deployment, which is also just another copy of Blazing Cartesia. Branded opening also gets you kind of there because it summons out Quinn, but or a Luber. So we have solved the issue of how to fuse. Can you fuse? But the biggest problem is branded fusion. Is does branded fusion resolve? Does your opponent have an Ash? And are you going to get to play the game? Obviously, we kind of offset this by playing fusion duplication, playing 3 copies of thrust to be able to search that out, and then setting it, thus playing on your opponent's turn, which does bear some fruit as well. But that also means you have to open thrust. That also means that you have to get to that point to be able to fuse to begin with. And I think that's another issue with the deck as well. I only said 2. The fact is that you have to play so much engine to make this deck like really consistent. Obviously, you have to play 3 Cartesia because you have to solve the issue of fusing. Maybe not 3 Albaz. Maybe you could play 2, but you have to get branded fusion, so you got to play 3 Aluber. You got to play 3 fusion deployment because Blazing Cartesia is important. 3 opening to get Aluber. You want Kit because that's just another starter. Branded in High Spirits gets you to other engine pieces, which in turn gets you to branded fusion. You got cards like branded Gold Sarcophagus and branded Foolish Burial. Those cards are also 1-card starters. But I think that because you have to play so much engine, it just makes that deck a lot less consistent in the same notion, right? Because you have a lot of cards that are a lot of moving parts to get you to your goal, which is ultimately branded fusion. But you could do all of that just to not fuse and then not have a thrust to set the duplication. Now, a lot of people are seen as the Fallen of the Virtuous to be a card that allows you to be able to get to branded fusion. The reason being is because it allows you to get protection from fusioning. Now, what they mean by this is typically you normal summon the Aluber. The Aluber effect will try to search. Odds are you're going to search a branded fusion, or it's a bait and you already have branded fusion. But for the most part, that's where I would see why this card would be important. But we already have cards like this. We already have cards like this that gives us protection from like Imperm Valor targeting negation, which is Blazing Cartesia or branded in red. But odds are it's going to be Blazing Cartesia because she allows us just to fuse. And you could search fuse into Granganol with the Aluber, and then you get searches off with the branded Loss, and you just get so much plus off of that. But playing 3 of this, I don't think it's necessary. I think you're putting that much more engine in a deck that already has too much engine in it. Now, you could also use this card offensively by popping something your opponent controls. So instead of reactive, you do it proactively, and then start ripping away at your opponent's board. Now, this deck does a phenomenal job of breaking boards because you have cards like Super Poly, and then you have like Mirror Jade. You also have cards like Queritus. You just have so many options to like really break your opponent's board. Now, I don't think that's ever been like an issue, but I just don't see a world where Fallen of the Virtuous solves the problem of branded Despia. Because yes, it is a great defensive tool. Being able to fuse with or dodging effect negation with cards against like Imperm and Valor, but it doesn't inherently solve the problem of does Branded Fusion resolve. And I hate to simplify it as simple as that because this deck has so many options to get to different routes, has so many options to really get to a pretty strong board even without Branded Fusion. But I don't think it's a necessary 3 of. And that's where I present to you guys today. What do you think? Do you think this is a card that needs to be a 3 of? I said my piece on it. I think it's perfectly fine as a 1 of. Because you could even add it back with the branded retribution, right? You could even get it back with Kit. There's multiple ways to getting this card back, but I think there's even. I think that it is a tool that is essential to the branded strategy, but it's not essential to solving the main issue of this deck, which is does branded fusion resolve, and you have way too much engine in the deck. But those are my opinions on it, guys. I definitely just wanted to make a quick video of how I felt about the Fallen and the Virtuous, even though it is an extremely powerful card because you can pop cards that are really troublesome, back row, floodgates. You could pop troublesome monsters. It's a quick play, which is absolutely crazy. You could set it off of a Luber. I'm not saying that the card is bad, but it's definitely not the godsend that I feel like maybe people are making it out to be. And I think once people start realizing that, people are going to start, coming to terms that maybe you don't have to play it at 3. I could even see 2, but 3, I think you're just overdoing it a bit. Now, those are just my shitty opinions. Everyone has them. It's okay to disagree with me. It's okay to agree with me. I just wanted to have a positive discussion about this because I think it's a very interesting topic. I think people just enjoy branded a lot and are really excited about it, as I am, right? I love the deck. I put the deck back together. Again, you can check some of my old videos, right? Like I made a lot of branded content when I started off in YouTube because I enjoy the deck a lot. And it really hasn't changed much from then. Maybe you have like other variants like Grass is Greener and whatnot, but that's my 2 cents on it. What do you guys think? Should the Fallen the Virtuous be a 3 of in the branded Despia deck, or should it be a 1 of, a 2 of? Let me know in the comment section down below. I really would want to get your guys' feedback and get everyone's opinions on it. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you to everyone who watched my little ramble, my all the hot air. What's the word that I'm looking for here, guys? What's the word that I'm looking for here? All of my rambling. Hopefully you guys saw some clarity in it a little bit. And but yeah, I think Brandon the Virtuous should be a 1 of, if you do play it at all. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell, and I'll check you guys out later. Thank you for this discussion with me. Okay. Well, I talked a lot more than I thought, but whatevers. All right, so what do we do now? Now, I think we could do... Should I do my deck profile? Because this is something that I need to do. But I mean, I want a better quality than my web camera, because my web camera isn't like the best, but it isn't like awful by any means. Alright guys, so I guess we could play Master Duel. I haven't played Master Duel in a long time. Catnip Kitty? What the hell? Catnip Kitty. That's crazy. Alright, let's play some Master Duel. We'll play some Master Duel, and then from there, we'll probably, Man, I can't. When's the last time I even streamed, guys? Play some Master Duel. Yeah, so I'll probably turn that into a video or something, and then do today's video as well. And being a content creator, guys, I'm telling you, I'm telling y'all. It's a lot more difficult than people assume it to be. You know, I think there's just not enough days in the. There's not enough time in the days, you know? Oh my god, that's loud. Oh my god, that's loud. Oh, we gotta download, guys. It should be like that. Should I turn on my headphones? I think I'm gonna turn on my headphones. Hold up. Yeah, those my headphones are right here. And I don't want it to, like... I don't want to get caught in the... Weekends need another 12 hours. True, bro. True. They do. They need a little bit more time, right? Yeah. Oh my god, bro. I just found out that my company where I work at literally merged with a different company. And then do I have to open the pack? And so because we ended up merging, we got more PTO this year. Oh, that's trash. Well, we got more PTO this year, and today I just found out that I have not only Thanksgiving is like we were gonna have it off anyways, but now we get Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving. I'm so excited, bro. Bro, oh my god, bro. Can I just play the game? So I'm pretty freaking excited. Can I just get a UR so I could sell it? I don't care about that. Man, maybe I need to make like a Despia like deck soon on here. But Despia, man, like that shit is expensive. That shit is expensive, chat. How do I do it? I want to do the one that I was doing, but I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't even think I have a deck, bro. I have nothing right now. Is my deck even playable? Yeah, my deck says prohibited, bro. My shit says prohibited. I don't even know what deck this is. Is it Snake? Maybe I could play it now. Didn't something change, right? Nothing has changed. I think I could get some free wins off of this. Yeah, I think I could get some free wins. That way I could get more packs. I might get free wins off of this. I win and I get a rank, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Of course we're going first, bro. Are you kidding me right now, chat? I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. Oh my God. Now I go second? Literally won the coin flip. Come on, bro. Can I play a game? Alright. Okay, well, we got Effect Veiler. And we got our combo starter. And that's what matters, bro. What the hell is this? Lord of the Red? Yeah, I think nah, bro. You have the Ash. Does he have the Ash, chat? Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, we got our board breaker. We got our board breaker. This card can be used as ritual summon in your ritual. Distribute. Oh, he's gonna give me more draws? I'm with that, bro. I'm with that. I'm with that, bro. Two, three, four. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is my homie doing, bro? What is he doing? Could we please play faster? This art is sick, though. Lord of the Red. The hell does this do? Oh, he's just giving me. Oh, we're doing another ritual? You should. I think you should play Runings, bro. No, I don't think so. I don't think I should do that. I don't think I should do that. Necros of Unicorn? Damn, my boy's about to get cooked, bro. My boy is about to get cooked. Let's see. And we got, like... We got everything, bro. So we'll do... We'll do... Yo, what's up, Devin? Yeah, bro. If you still wanted to, like, test out... What's up, everyone? What's up? So let's do... Let's just do infinite impermanence. And then here, we'll do forbidden droplet. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Confirm. How to support the king, bro. You say it, you say that, but you don't pull up, bro. Okay. Alright, now we get to play, chat. Now we get to play. Yo. Yo. Thank you, Devin, bro. Thank you, Devin. My goat, bro. My goat. Oh, I added the wrong fucking card. Oops. I was supposed to add Lori. Whoops. I was supposed to add Lori there, guys. Embarrassing. Thank you for 10 months, bro. Almost a year. Almost a whole year, bro. Most summon. I swear I thought Raizio got banned. Or at least Eyes, bro. 4th rate move, bro. True. Does that have... Who do I have in my hand? Well, I still have that one. I don't even know what's in my extra deck. I have fucking Palm Raizio, Jesus Christ. Do I have Duo Steezy? Yeah, I do have Duo Steezy. I could definitely help you tonight, bro, if you wanted to. With building the branded deck. And then it would be perfect example for everyone who's interested, you know, becoming a channel member. So what, Renee? Tell me, bro. Enlighten me, bro. Okay. I wouldn't say Brandon's the best deck in the format. I would not say that at all. I would not say Brandon is the best deck. I think the best deck right now is probably something with K9. Maybe K9 Christian, personally. I'm too broke to buy 7 Tachyon. Do you have a deck profile or Raizo on Matt? Without it? Realistically, bro, like, you don't have to play 7 Tachyon. What you could do is just not play it. You can just not play the card, and you'll be fine. Just add more hand traps. Like, honestly speaking, no troll. No troll, bro. Yeah, like the deck is wait, how expensive are 7 Tachyons? Yeah, like I'm not even like trolling, you know? Not even trolling. Oh my god, I don't have Node. I don't have Node Rising on this build. Yeah. Wow. Well, he's not gonna die. How do I not have Node, guys? How do I not have Node? Node Risio, come on. I think that thing's like a common or some shit. But yeah, like really, but like if you don't play the seven Tachyon, just play like a different hand trap, bro. Like I'm not even like trolling. Like you don't need Tachyon. The deck is like, I wouldn't say the deck is consistent, but I would say is that the deck doesn't need it. Because you still have like two sword, two ice, one X, bonfire, and if you play the Onomat stuff, that's literally like three Dododo warrior, and then oh my god, what's that other guy's name? There's another like Onomat card that you like three um three oh my god, what is that freaking card that draws two? What is that card that draws two? Or it doesn't draw two. I forgot it. I forgot the. It's like pick. Oh no, yeah, pick. Well, para. Onomat para. Yeah, that's what it is. Onomat para, bro. Like you have a lot of options. Yeah, not not bottom grade. Sure. Sure, bro. We're gonna open some packs, guys. I need more channel members, please. Min, you know, you've definitely been, you know, you've been getting a lot of, you know, tech from me. Please consider becoming a channel member so I can just open packs. So he did one. Relinquished. Relinquished. Can I just like target it and then pop it? And then not be sucked up? Oh, it goes to the graveyard. It still goes to the graveyard. That's crazy. That's interesting. Thank you, Renee. Thank you. How did I wait? How did I ignore your question? How did I know your question? I answered your question. We're not playing Runic, bro. I don't play that deck. I don't play Runic anymore, bro. But if I were to hypothetically play it, I would probably play it with like. Can you play Runic Sky Striker? I think you can, right? But nah, I don't like Sky Striker enough to play Sky Striker. All right, guys, we're getting some free win. Oh, I forgot to add Node. It's okay. We'll get another free win. We'll get another free win, chat. We'll get another free win. Bro, like, don't play Don't play Sky Striker with Runic, bro. Like, just give it up. Just give it up, bro. Like, you could play, like, anything but that. What is this? Gaia the Polar Knight? Like, Bipolar Knight? That's crazy, bro. Gaia the Bipolar Knight. Oh, hell no. He's 2600 attack? Blistering Winds. Is that the Triple Tactics Talents guy? What a board, bro. What a board. Pick up the whole Yummy Core already and just ignore. I was asking you can play with Runic. If I could play it with Runic, I mean, I'm sure that I can. But, like, should you? Probably not. Like, why do you like Runic so much? That's what I want to know, bro. That's what I want to know. Oh. There we go. Love the yummies, bro. True. True. How did I forget Nodra again? I'm missing a lot of the deck, guys. He's like, yeah, I'm good. W's in the shot, bro. Like, it's too easy, bro. Like, Raizio just does so much. Like, I'm missing, like, alright, let's add node. Let's add node. Hold up. Hold up! Hold up. How did I forget node Raizio, bro? Of all fucking things. Yeah. What am I missing from the extra? Trap. Tricks. I know I'm missing Rafflesia, but she's like a UR, isn't she? Of course she would be a UR. And I am missing Eclipse Twins. Wait, is this card in my list? Yeah. I'm trying to fucking delete this. Bro, am I spelling something wrong? This is a good card too. All right. What else? What else am I missing? Over 40? Yeah, bro. I'm probably gonna take. Now I'm gonna take out Node. So I don't. All right. Palm Rizio. Yeah. Oh, Exiton Knight. Exiton Knight. I'm missing Exiton Knight. Oh, this is just cards in. Okay. Bro, I don't know how to. Okay. I don't know if I'm searching cards or not. Oh, I guess I'll figure it out later, right? Let's duel. Let's duel. Hopefully that video made sense. Maybe I might take like a maybe like re-record it. Turn on don't have filter. What? There is a don't have filter? It goes to show you how much I don't play. How much I don't play like Master Duel. God damn, what is his hand? What is his hand, chat? Alright, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Alright, we'll do it after this. It's pretty bad. I will also T-set. Or set 2 and pass. Oh, okay. Okay, we're good. Woo! Oh, that's all I needed, baby. That's all I needed, baby. Not the best starter, but a starter. Show me the imperm. Show me the ooh. Ooh, okay. Well, we got the Droll. Okay, we'll set this. And then we'll summon him defense, chain 1 X Knight or X Rizio, and then chain 2 aggregator, target the sword so we could chain block. So the only thing that would really stop us here is like it didn't even matter, bro. He knew what it was. He knew what it was. He knew what it was. Okay. Alright, don't where's it at? That would have been crazy. Exiton. Go back. Type. Right hand card looking card. What? Is it that one? Is it this one? Okay, I think we got it. Alright. Oh, what the fuck? I'm find his bitch ass. He should be right here. Amoeba. All right, there. We'll make him because he bridges into Fiendsmith. Okay. Save. There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, I already saved it. Oops. All right, there we go. All right, we're good, chat. My goat, Devin, bro. All right, Devin. After this, or like maybe a little bit later, I will. I'll do like a branded thing because I want to re-record what I ended up like saying on my video. Oh my god, this is a pretty awful hand. Yeah, we're gonna special summon. We are going to send. So we get to dual drive, but will dual drive resolve? Right? That's the $1 million question. We'll send that. Defense. Effects. It resolves. Okay, special summon. Effects. Oh my god, no one told me that my camera's freaking huge, bro. There we go. I'm thinking branded Draco Tail. So like I don't play Draco Tail, but like you know, that's I'm just not a fan of Draco Tail. I'm just not a fan of it personally. Yeah, let's just summon another sword. And then here we would go into I'm already logged. Yeah, bro, send it. Yep. Wait, why did I put him in defense mode? I'm stupid. And then here we get node. And then I think we get ice. Because we have star. And then here we could go for wait, do I want to draw another card? Let's see. Yeah, let's get my draw phase. I wish I had twins. Yeah, I wish that's one thing I had. Twins. Bro, that is crazy. Oh, I discard it? Oh, I did not know that. And then here I will special activate effect. What am I sending here? Yes, I don't even have her. That's fine. Brian Uber, don't we all, JK? That's true, bro. Why do I keep drawing that card? I guess we could go into Exit Night. I wish I had Rafflesia, bro. I wish I had Rafflesia. I need to add Rafflesia and then the other one, the twins. That's what I need to add. I don't have all the cards. Oh, he's playing branded. When you do the branded stuff later, you can start the core needs like the house structure. So I think like the big thing with like branded is like this is how I picture it, right? Like branded is obviously really strong, right? Because you have powerful cards like branded fusion, right? Like you have like really high impact stuff with the deck. Oh wow. Yeah, I will gladly let you get the token. No, I want another draw. So, yeah, like I was saying, I think the big thing with the deck is that is the fact that like does Branded Fusion resolve, you know? And then if it does, it's like it is such an easy deck to play if Branded Fusion resolves. Because you send exactly what you need to the graveyard, you have exactly what you need for like pretty much like everything, right? But then it becomes like a different deck entirely when Branded Fusion doesn't resolve. Because now you have to figure out what is your backup plan and do you have the ability to fuse now that Branded Fusion didn't resolve, your biggest thing, right? Do you know your way around the deck when it comes to like pretty much everything, you know? Um, like, do you know how to go to Plan B? And do you know how to maneuver with through your opponent's hand traps as you're going through, right? It's so weak to a single like Ash. It's so weak to like a lot of stuff, you know. Um, it's extremely like vulnerable to like pretty much everything, you know. Yeah, and like if Branded Fusion doesn't resolve, then it becomes like this big problem at that point, you know. It becomes like this huge thing. Um, you can declare dark. Let's just do this. Yeah, so like it becomes like a different, like a whole different like beast. Um, it becomes like a whole different beast. Once like brand like it's a whole different like card game when Brand Fusion doesn't like resolve. It really does. Because it's all fun and game. When Branded Fusion resolves, oh goddamn, it's like the best deck in the like it's too freaking good. You know what I mean? But Branded Fusion doesn't resolve. Well, what's Plan B? Are you setting up a board? Do you play thrust? Right? Like, there's just so many instances of like it's just being like a complete. It feels like a completely different deck. You know? And that's where I was like at with the new spell card that came out. Like, does this facilitate the change that Branded needs, where it doesn't like lose a like a single Ash? The second most probably the second most, or if not the most popular hand trap in the format. Fua and Ash single-handedly are the best hand traps, right? Like no one's really arguing that. But because it's so prevalent, like that means Branded Fusion will always struggle um, to like do anything in the format. You know? But that's how I say it. Like, there's like a whole like, I think Branded as a whole, like the community that loves Branded, like they know their stuff. Like they know their stuff in and out. I don't even have Lori in this deck, guys. I just realized that. I don't even have Lori in the deck. Or Lacrima. Oh my god, bro. What am I doing with my life? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. You know what's funny? The deck is like incomplete, right? And I'm still getting like wins off of it, which is the funniest thing ever. So I special summon. Yeah, let's get the second next. I mean, he already resolved, so it doesn't really matter. Here we go to Dugaris. What am I discarding here? I don't need this. But I will say, I love playing this deck. This deck is so much fun. Like, this is probably, like, one of my favorite decks of all time. Next to, like, I love Mitsurugi, but, like, being on the opposite end of Mitsurugi freaking sucks. Yeah, let's do this, because then I can still get another body on board. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. Just in case motherfuckers want to act up, bro. Yeah, so like I need to add Lori. I need to add like Lacrima. Like I need more Fiendsmith cards. I just realized. But again, like I'm playing with the bare minimum. I don't have enough cards. Time is at 9. I'll probably play like once. I'll probably play a few more and then like edit my deck and we'll call it a night. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh, it's Heraldic Beast. Okay. When's the next YCS? Pennsylvania or Pittsburgh, right? Or some shit like that? Yo, someone fly me out of Pittsburgh, bro. Someone find me out of Pittsburgh so I could go play. Devin, I just saw your list. Yeah, no, I mean that looks pretty legit. 2 5 mana, 2 to 3 5 mana. I think you play three. One pan, one Urgla. I think people play three Ketsu and three Rahu. Yeah, no worries, bro. What's up, Grim? Hopefully you've been doing well, my friend. Thank you for pulling up. I need everyone to be a channel member so I can go to Pittsburgh. Oh my god. I just detached from him. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear, bro. Hopefully you're okay, man. I know that's like super serious. Are you epileptic? Yeah, bro. That's scary, man. That's super serious too. We gotta take care of ourselves, you know. That's super scary, bro. I'm sorry that you're going through that, man. Is it? I just realized that, guys. That's the logo for Engraver up there. I never realized that. I never realized that. Oh, connection failed. Yeah, my opponent was like, "Yeah, we're not dealing with that, bro. We're not dealing with that." All right, we are at silver. Okay, I need to add like one more card. All right. Let's see. I need to add like something, man. We need to add Krima. There we go. I don't have her. Oh, Lori. You need at least the Lori, right? See what else. I think we have to open some packs. What is the best thing to open here? Because we need a Lacrima. Receive all 50 points. Almost at 2,000. I guess we could play a few more, right? Packs. I don't know what pack to open though. Oh, I have free pools here. I have free pools here. Let's open a free pool. Let's open a free pool. Okay. Like, I don't even care, right? Like, I am literally just wanting to get a, I'm literally just wanting to get the Please give me something. Nope. You're not wasting my time. This one has exits on night. Did we pull something? Let's see how fast I can. Nope. I didn't even give him the time. Is that like Brionic? Like evil Brionic? I mean, is Brionic good or bad? I guess is to be debated. But we need the Lacrima, bro. Do I have that back? Chat, which one do I open? Birth of a Challenger. What is this? Oh, the Mitsurugi stuff. Oh my god, I could play Raizio Mitsurugi. Oh, I might just do that. Yeah, oh my god, I love Mitsurugi Raizio. Is the ban list coming out? On the 7th, okay. Maybe not to play Raizio Mitsurugi. How bad is Raizio getting hit, I guess, is the better question. Is Raizio getting, like, demolished? Mitsurugi Orcus? Look at the list. Let me see. It's loading. Well. Okay, Apple's gone. Mjolnir is gone. Okay. Ouroboros? Wait, this is Master Duel. Wait, what? Damn, I didn't even get to enjoy Raizio. Oh man, I should have put 7 Tachyon back. And the Q, and you should play 3 Fallen and Virtuous. Nah, bro. Nah. I don't think we should play 3 of the Fallen and the Virtue. It doesn't do much, bro. Like it's enough. It's an offensive tool more than I think it's a useful defensive tool. Personally speaking. I should have got node. What am I doing? Oh my god, I'm so godlike. But like yeah, that's great, but we could already have done that, you know? Like we already did that. Like we already had the ability. Oh whoa. We already had the ability to like dodge impermanent Valor, you know? Like that's nothing new for the deck. Like I think it's a great card, but it's not what we need, you know? I think what the deck needs is like a consistent way to like. Oh wow. What the deck needs, look at this, guys. I'm like freestyling here with like little to no cards. I don't even know what I'm doing. Can I win with just Rhizal Detonator? Yeah, like the card does like a lot, but like yeah, I'm like Ouroboros hand looping is like the best, bro. It's like such a good feeling. You rip two cards out of your opponent's hand, right? Like it's so much fun. So much fun. Yeah, I remember I think what people slept on was like Mitsurugi when it first came out. I think people really slept on that deck. I mean, that's an easy one. I mean, come on. Nah, but like mermaids are trash, bro. I hate the deck. Like the deck is annoying, bro. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh my god. I thought that was the effect to like protect it. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb, guys. That's not what I wanted. When Mitsu was like Mitsu was really freaking good. Why did he go start off with Raigeki? Master Duo has given W a suck. He is a free elf. Oh my god, chat. Harry Potter has given Dobby a suck. True, bro. Probably the best one, bro. Or every time fucking Voldemort says Avada Kedavra. Oh my god, bro. Why am I getting all these cards? Abracadabra. We need one more light fiend, right? Let's just swing, baby. Let's swing. What is this? Is this game? No, that's not game. Because that's... Oh my god! What is this? What is that? He has 100 left. That is crazy, chat. Can I get to... Oh no, I don't think I have it. Yeah, I don't have what's his face. Yeah. If I had Cowboy. Yeah, I want is Onomet in this game yet? Onomet Rizio is definitely a good contender, I think. Onomet Rizio definitely a good contender. Damn, Dododo Warrior, bro. That's like it's not in the deck in the game at all. That sucks. End phase. Dobby's a free elf. Yeah, we're just swinging. Yay! Alright. Wait, isn't Protoss getting banned? Alright, let's see. Let's open some packs. Oh my god, I just don't know what packs to open, chat. I really don't. I don't know what packs to open. Open Mitsu? Should I get the... I want to get this. Don't I have the dual... Wait, do I have the dual pass already? How do I know if I have the pass? I think I do. Alright, yeah, let's open the Mitsu then. It makes the most sense. I don't like pure Mitsu. I've never been a fan of pure Mitsu. Alright, chat. Let's get the shmoney. Oh, we already got something good. Okay. That's trash. That's trash. We got a UR. What's Habakiri? Is Habakiri in the game yet? I'm more than... Okay. So, Mirror... Oh, Kusanagi, okay. Okay, trash. I mean, like, going second Kaiju is not a bad choice, bro. Pure Mitsu is not a bad deck. I just don't like playing it. I don't like going second decks. Mitsu Orcus is my second deck. Alright. The I never even played Night Sword Serpent. I might play it here. Trash. I swear, I feel like Prayers is gonna be like a freaking UR. Wait, what am I saying? Prayers is a UR, bro. Of course, bro. They know the value, bro. They know the value. That's a clip right there, bro. It got upgraded for no reason, bro. That's a clip right there, bro. Alright, did it upgrade for no reason? You did all of that to give us bulk. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, you got a UR. You got two URs. Well, technically four, right? But we're gonna be able to make these into something. Oh my god. That was actually funny that that happened that way. Let's see. Do we get a new people? Do we got new homies? I would definitely buy a buddy of the Mitsu guy. Ame or Murakumo, excuse me. What am I talking about? We're not playing Mitsu Orcus, bro. Mitsu Orcus sucks. We're not playing Mitsu Orcus. I'm sorry. Grim, this is one we're going to disagree because I think that deck is trash. Look at me, bro. We're going to decraft. We're going to decraft and we're going to do it proudly. Where is the UR, bro? Where is it at? Where is it at? Let me in. Oh, you're lucky I can't find it, bro. Oh, wait. Right here, right here. That's what I'm talking about. Get the hell out of here, bro. Get out of here. I do have her. What the hell? I didn't even notice. I might as well, like, get rid of her, too. She's getting banned. Like, why even have her? I don't need banned cards just sitting here. I'm sorry, bro. Grim. We had a good run, bro. We had a good run. We had a good run. I did not know she was in that. And I did not know I had her already. Closed Moon, right? Is her name? Yeah, bro. What the hell, Leonte? What the hell, Burton? What the hell, we need now. I did not know I had her. All right. Well, before it gets too late, I think that's gonna be it. I apologize that I don't stream as often. I want to stream often, but it's really difficult, guys. With like my schedules, like I'm always busy, especially like around the holidays. But I really want to stream a lot more. My goal this year, hopefully I can, is to reach 6,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I think we're about to hit 56. We're about to hit 56. Obviously, like I have like my own goals and stuff like that. I'm glad. I'm glad that you pulled up, bro. I'm glad that I cured someone's boredom. But before it gets too late, I just want to do like my video about like branded, and whatever the card is called, the brick. I just want to say things maybe a little bit better, but where's it at? Where's the card? Where's the brick? And then also I want to help like with Devin's build, with like he's just a channel member, and I want to help him out with his build. Okay, so let me not disconnect. Okay, all right, chat. And then like I still need to do. I have so much stuff. But I guess what I was getting to, I lost track of, is that thank you for watching, guys. I know that I don't stream as often, and I want to like do a lot more, right? Especially like with reaching my goals, right? Like it's important for me to stay consistent in the space. I want to do everything I can. It's just like there's only so much I could do, but I don't want to like limit myself, so I'm gonna continue to push. Hopefully, I do reach that 6,000, if not maybe early 2026. And yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing to try to reach these goals. So, but let's do this discussion video because I think it's really important. Now we're doing this towards the end. 10K this year. One day we're gonna reach 10K. One day. All right. So don't say anything too crazy, you guys. This is gonna be a YouTube video. Okay. Let me hold on. Let me get my channel members ready, bro. I need the list because there's so many of them. I always forget. I need the list for channel members. Yeah, I still need to do the full deck profile. Okay. What is up, guys? It is your boy Winster, and I am back at it again with another video. Thank you to everyone watching and supporting the channel. You guys are the reason that we're growing so fast, and we continue to grow. Thank you for everyone who likes, comments, shares, watches the videos, leaves their feedback in the comment section. You guys do too much, so I really, really appreciate it. And thank you for always supporting me and the community. Of course, shout out to all my channel members. Shout out to Thomas Mead. Shout out to Wyme, Quick, Jay, Steve Fox, Devin Bender, Absolutely Looney, Zeke, Tyler Wilson, Leo, Denari, Jared, Hassan, and Alejandro. Thank you so much for always watching. Thank you for my channel members who are always supporting. Appreciate every single one of you guys. What you guys get when you become channel members, you guys get early access on full YouTube videos. You guys get to play with me on Master Duel Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, or I can help you deck it as well. And you guys get a shout out on every single full one. And just in case I forgot, you guys get early access. I feel like I said that already. So please consider it. It does go a long way and it does help out the channel a lot. And you could test it out and see if you liked it. The perks that it comes with becoming a channel member, and you could cancel it anytime if you dislike it, you know. So if you can, I appreciate it, and if you can't, there's always a free way to help. It's hitting that subscribe button. Be sure that you do it. We're on our way to 6,000 subscribers. Goal is to try to reach it by the end of 2025. So if you guys can, I would really appreciate that as well. Obviously, the bigger goal is hitting 10,000 subscribers, and that would be a huge feat. And I know we're going to get there. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But those are the goals. But let's get started with today's video. Today, I really wanted to talk about a little bit of a discussion with a card that, well, today's video, I really wanted to have a discussion on the Branded Despia strategy and a new card that came in the structure deck, the Fallen and the Virtuous. So let me close out at Master Duel. That way I could pull up EDO Pro, and then we could just talk about the card on the big screen instead of me just holding a card. Give me a second. Okay. So here is my branded deck. And this is Branded Despia. We're going to do a full deck profile, so keep your eyes open for that. But the Fallen and the Virtuous is a card that has a lot of hype behind it, and for good reason. It's a very strong card in the branded structure deck that just came out recently. A lot of people are pretty hype about it. More so because I think that Branded just has a really huge following. There's so many support pieces. It's such cool lore. There's a lot of things to love. And if you go back in my older videos, definitely shows that my content really took off when I started making like branded stuff. So it has a lot of following, and for good reason. But the structure deck had this new card, the Fallen, the Virtuous. Very powerful card. Quick play, spell. Let's read this card's effect. This card is always treated as a branded dogmatical card, so it works in both of those strategies. Send one monster that mentions the Fallen of Albas from your extra deck to the graveyard, then target one face-up card on the field and destroy it. Second effect: if you have an Ecclesia monster in your field or graveyard, target one monster in either graveyard, special summon it to your side of the field. You can only activate one of each of these cards once per turn. So today's discussion I really want to talk about is, should you be playing 3 of this? Yo, what's up everyone? We're doing a full video, so this is just something that I'm going to re-upload. Oh, you're here from... Oh, what's up, bro? What's up? What's up? Boar for life. Let's go. Everyone's going to be featured in the YouTube video, but let me just stick on topic, then I'll discuss. I'm just doing... This is literally just an upload. But this card has a lot of discussion around it right now, because I think there's a little bit of a debate, maybe more so in my mind. Maybe I'm just making stuff up. Should you be playing this card at 3? Should you be playing this card at all? I definitely wanted to give my insights and my personal opinions on how the card should be played or what the card is really for. But before we even get into that, I really want to highlight some things that like Branded Despia have going for it and have going against it. Obviously, the deck is extremely powerful. has a lot of ways to like fusion summon, and that's the core theme, obviously. But I think one thing that has always stayed true to the deck, or excuse me, a couple things that have always stayed true. One, it has a lot of engine. If you look at this list, there's very little room for non-engine. Now, you can do as much as you can to take a lot of the non-engine out, or take some of the engine out that you don't inherently need. For example, with this list, like Edge and Chain, uh, Polymerization, the Edge and Package, you can take cards out like that. You can take up some of the Bestials, maybe some the Ash, something along those lines, even the Super Polys to really cut down the engine. But even if I were to take that, you're still playing like a 40 card, just pure engine deck, which is absolutely insane. Now, I think that's one of the downsides of like playing branded is just you have so many pieces of engine, which inherently becomes you play a lot of moving parts that get you to your point, to your goal. And something to take into consideration, which is another glaring weakness of the deck, is that it loses to a hand trap, being Ash, probably the most popular, if not the second popular, most or if the second most popular, if not the most popular hand trap in all the game, and probably in the future. And I think that this card stops the engine in its tracks. Now, typically, the way it works is that you either have access to Branded Fusion right away or you don't. In my opinion, if you have access to Branded Fusion, you're typically going to save it to the end. Maybe use Fusion Deployment, Branded Opening, maybe get a Luber onto the field, and maybe try to bait some hand traps here and there. More importantly, you're trying to bait out the Ash, right? Because if you have access to Branded Fusion, it's a good time. Now, if your opponent is smart enough, they're always going to save the Ash for the Branded Fusion, let the other cards resolve, and then just go from there. Obviously, you have like really good players that could like set up a board even after the fact. But that does take a lot of skill to get to that point. Not to say that like it's super difficult, but it takes some knowledge of how the deck works and interacts with each other to really get to the point. But the big glaring weakness is if Ash resolve or Branded Fusion resolves, it's the world. The combo lines are easy. It gets to the biggest and probably one of the most impactful boards in the game right now. But if it doesn't, you really have to maneuver your plan B into effect and start getting to a point where hopefully you can still combo. In my opinion, I think those are the bigger weaknesses of the deck. Being does Branded Fusion resolve, and you have so many pieces of engine. Now, what what the Fallen of the Virtuous really offers the deck is a defensive and offensive tool. The first effect being the most important one here. I don't think a lot of people are really using the second effect as much because Ecclesia isn't a really popular card in the branded strategy. So the first effect helps you target a card in the field and destroy it. So the biggest defensive usage of this is, you have a Luber on the field, your opponent tries to Imperm and Valor it, and then you could just react with the Fallen and the Virtuous, pop it, and then you get a lot of pluses off of what you send to the graveyard at the end of the turn, and then on top of that, your Luber resolves. So phenomenal, great. As a defensive tool, you could also or offensive tool, you could get rid of a card that you need off the field. It could even be used for in more defensive options, maybe popping like a floodgate of some sort, maybe anti-spell, something along those lines, right? Or just like a back row, because it just targets any card on the field. But a lot of people, I feel like, are hyping this card up because it gives you that option of dodging Imperm, dodging Infect Valor. But this deck already had that option, and you had 6 options to begin with, right? You got the 3 Cartesia. Never mind the different artworks here. But you have the 3 Cartesia, which effectively are the same as the Fallen and the Virtuous, right? This card is on the field, and you quick fuse. So let's say if you have this with the Luber, then you're just going to activate this and then just quick dodge the targeting negation, and then go into Granganol, and then start comboing from there. And then you still resolve the Luber and get the Branded Fusion. I don't think this was ever a problem with the deck of dodging like that effect, because a lot of the time this was just a bait, to get the ball rolling, and then you just drop the Branded Fusion regardless. So I don't really think that like this is like the big solve of the deck. I think there are other glaring weaknesses that really hurt the deck a lot, like all the engine and does Branded Fusion resolve. So I say all of that to say this is that I think that the branded and the virtuous, the fallen the virtuous is a phenomenal card, and it could be used many different ways. But I don't personally think it's a three of. I think that this card offers a lot of push that the deck needs in terms of breaking the board, more so than a defensive option, than actually being needed at a three of. If you like remove some of these, right, and try to play the bare minimum, right, maybe one Serenir, one High Spirits, maybe remove the Super Polys, right, like you're still playing all this engine just to get to the main goal of the deck. I don't think it was ever the issue of can we search out branded fusion, more so can we resolve branded fusion. And unfortunately, the Fallen of Virtuous does not allow us to resolve branded fusion. I think it also maybe sets up more push, more extension, just not the answer that branded Despia really needed, or branded as a whole, in my personal opinion. I think that playing this card at 3 is risky, and more power to you. You find it to work. If you find that this deck, or excuse me, this card works at 3 for you, by all means, like use it. I'm not trying to sit here and explain to people why you cannot, and I will not allow you to play this card at 3. I'm more so just giving you my insight and what I personally feel, especially because now that we have this great structure deck that came out, right, that was phenomenal, amazing, it had great reprints, but a lot of newer players are going to come in and be like, oh yeah, we got to play 3 of this. I don't recommend it. Those are just my 2 cents on the matter. I think that the card is perfectly fine at 1, and I definitely think that you just having the ability to have that option is great. That isn't just Cartesia or fusion deployment, or just getting rid of other like tools as well. So I think playing it at 1 is perfectly fine. I think playing it at 3 is like overkill. You could play it at 2 if you want to tinker with it, but I don't think it inherently just solves the problem of branded Despia. But those are just my opinions. Now, you don't have to agree with them. You don't have to like them. This is a very positive feedback, that I really wanted to take a moment to really share, because I felt really strongly about this. I feel really strongly about just playing the Fallen, and the Virtuous. Does that make me right or wrong? That's for you to decide. But let's talk about it. Comment in the make sure to comment on this video. Let's talk about it. See if we should play 3. I want to hear why reasons people play 3 or just play 1 or play 2. I want to hear everyone's opinions on this. But that's just how I feel on it. So do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching, as always. I wanted to try to convey my thoughts into some sort of video so we could talk about it. Hopefully this made sense, as my girlfriend would say. Does this make sense? But let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, as always. I try to keep it positive. I'm not here, shitting on the Fallen and the Virtuous, but I don't think it's a 3 of. I personally think it's a 1 of. But let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. My name is Winster. As always, have a good rest of your day, guys. Peace out. Brandon in white. Brandon in white. Yeah. So yeah, I needed that Brandon in white. But look, guys, look at all this engine that we have to play, right? All right, Devin, where you at, bro? Branded Dragon should be a 2 of. Branded deck, I see. Also, edge and package isn't needed. I concur. I don't think you really need it. 1 of the Incredible Ecclesia to able to access the second effect. But then that wastes a normal summon, Yeah. That wastes the normal summon. No 3 times, like, well, like, oh, man. Alright, let's see. Like, Bestial. So, like, if you play 3 Serenir, like, you... Oh, my God. I just... Look how much engine in. Maybe you don't have to play the Druisworm. But, like, oh, you're playing so much. Man. Like, I think this is a lot better, though. Yeah, I don't want to play grass, How no banishment or fusion duplication. I don't like fusion duplication, bro. I really don't, because then that means I have to play thrust, and then that means I have to get closer to 60. I'm not trying to get closer to 60, bro. But I was going to say branded. But Devin, this is the build that I'm playing. I'm probably going to take Guardian Chimera out and play Lulu Lilith. And then maybe... I'm thinking about taking out Draco Stepelia and then adding Mud Dragon. Because I want to play... I want to play Super Poly. And I want to play more Super Poly targets. Where's the grass? Yeah, Incredible Kiza itself is free if your opponent controls no monsters than you do. You need Thrust. You need a Dust Dragon target. Dust Dragon? What do you mean Dust Dragon? I'll try the Incredible Ecclesia. But like... You need one Incredible Ecclesia. Yeah, see, like, the thing... I don't know Dragon Tail. That's the problem. Right? Like... If you want to play the most minimal, like, branded, I think you just play three branded fusion, and then, like, or two branded fusion and one Aluber. Or Albaz, excuse me. I wish I could comment, but Fallen of Virtuous was after my time. Fallen the Virtuous just came out, bro. It literally just came out, like, last week. It literally just came out last week. Yeah, I don't like fusion. I don't like thrust. I don't like fusion duplication. Like, I don't like that stuff, man. I just... Yeah, like, see, I agree. Make them waste all their resources. Yeah. No, like, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! For 10 years ago, but I don't know how much... okay, I see what you mean, yeah. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, I know from... Oh, my God. I feel old now. I know from Sword Soul and Branded till now, right? Because that's how long I've been like playing. Maybe more active in the recent years, but yeah, I'm relatively new to like Yu-Gi-Oh as compared to like other people. Yeah, maybe I like this list a little bit better. See, like, look at this. All right, this hand kind of sucks. All right. So we don't want to lucid roll, right? So I think here we're forced to like Aluber to make sure like we get the branded fusion, right? We get the branded fusion. Oh shit! Yeah, hold on. You get the branded fusion. Now, if it resolves, then you do everything else, right? Effects. Here we send... What game is that? It's not Master Duels? No, it's not Master Duels. This is EDO Pro. So it's just like a software that you download. You can play with like other people. It's all automated, so like you don't have to like mess up. But yeah, I don't play Dueling Book. I just play like Master Duel, and this is where like I test a lot of my stuff because it's automated. It does everything for you. So if that resolves, then I would probably do this. And then I would get the Sereneer. And then I would activate the High Spirits. Reveal. And then here we will send Titanic Lad. Yep. And then here I will get... who do I get here? Yeah, so maybe... Yeah, I think I get Cartesia. Okay. Yep. And then here we get... Yeah, see, how do we set this up? So we need to get... Branded opening. I mean, branded opening would work. Yeah, because now we activate the trap, add back the branded opening. Maybe you could have got lost. And then here we do this. Send the Cartesia. Summon the Quem. And then here we got this. And then here we will send. What do we send to the graveyard? This is tough. And then here we send. Oh, you sent a monster from your extra deck? I did not know that. We probably send 9 out. And then here I will make Ecclesia. Effect. Then we go effect. And then here we will make Rebellion. And then we will fuse this one with the Fallen of Albaz. Okay, and then effect. Discard the mag, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I didn't mention. Here we will fuse into Mirror Jade, and then we will do Rebellion, and then we'll go with this guy. Oh my god. Then activate. You can make Queritus. Oh, whoops. Make this guy, this guy. And then here we will. Yeah. Activate. Lost. And then maybe activate. Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have sent that one. Whoops. Whatever. And then here we will banish the Rebellion. And we got like so many effects. End phase. Here we will do this one. Set the branded in red. I guess we could set that. Set it. Okay, then here, then it would be game, right? And then we will do Ido. We'll go effect. Oh my god, we would still lose. Well, the point is that, yeah, like, look at this, right? Like, you have to play so much. just to play the deck. I do think that like I do think that playing branded. I might take out the Druis. I might take out the Druis. I want to add Chaos Angel. Just to. Because then you could quick level 14 plus 1. So, like any level 8 monster and then this thing. Yeah. I'm glad that I saved mine, but. Alright, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to do my best to stream more often. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for everything, guys. But that will be it for tonight. I need to edit this stuff and then have it uploaded. But thank you for watching. You guys are the best. Love you all. And see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.